Interest in self-sufficiency has grown steadily over recent years. Many homeowners and small property owners have begun exploring practical ways to produce food, manage water, reduce outside dependencies, and organize their land more efficiently. Rather than representing a single technique, homesteading is usually a collection of systems working together over time. Because the subject covers many disciplines, including gardening, energy, water management, food preservation, and small-scale construction, newcomers often gather information from numerous books, videos, and independent resources. This fragmented approach can make planning more difficult, especially when different sources recommend different methods. The self-sufficient backyard presents itself as a single instructional reference that documents multiple components of a small homestead within one organized resource. The self-sufficient backyard is a digital instructional guide focused on backyard, homesteading, and small-scale self-reliance. Rather than concentrating on one individual topic, the material is organized into multiple sections covering different areas involved in managing a functional property. The guide includes explanations of garden planning, food production systems, rainwater collection, independent water sources, greenhouse construction, composting, root cellars, renewable energy, food preservation, orchards, medicinal gardens, beekeeping, poultry management, and various DIY backyard projects. Each topic is presented as its own section, allowing readers to explore individual projects without necessarily following the material in a fixed sequence. Illustrations, diagrams, and step-by-step project descriptions appear throughout the documentation to support the written explanations. In addition to the primary guide, the package also contains several supplementary digital resources that expand into subjects such as aquaponics, historical homestead construction methods, and information related to land availability programs. The material is designed as a self-paced reference rather than a scheduled course. Readers can begin with the topics that best match their property, available space, or current interests. Some users may focus first on gardening, while others may begin with water systems, composting, greenhouse construction, or renewable energy planning. Since each chapter addresses a separate area of homestead management, the guide functions more like a technical handbook than a sequential lesson plan. Many of the projects involve planning, measuring available space, selecting materials, assembling structures, and maintaining systems over time. Depending on the project selected, implementation may involve woodworking, gardening, plumbing, electrical components, food preservation techniques, or basic construction practices. Because the documentation covers numerous independent systems, readers can return to different chapters whenever a particular project becomes relevant. This structure allows the guide to function both as an introductory resource and as a long-term reference document. The material appears to align with individuals who have an interest in organizing small residential spaces for food production and household utility systems. It may be relevant for homeowners with backyards, rural property owners, hobby gardeners, beginning homesteaders, and individuals interested in documenting practical land use methods. Some projects are presented for smaller suburban properties, while others can be adapted to larger plots of land. Because the guide covers a wide variety of subjects, readers may choose only the sections that match their own environment, available resources, or personal objectives. The documentation also places considerable attention on infrastructure planning, allowing readers to examine multiple systems before deciding which projects are suitable for their own property. Compared with highly specialized books that focus exclusively on gardening, solar power, composting, or livestock, the self-sufficient backyard takes a broader approach by combining numerous homesteading topics into one collection. Instead of presenting a single discipline in great technical depth, The guide documents many interconnected systems that commonly appear within small homestead environments. This creates a reference that spans planning, food production, water management, energy systems, preservation techniques, and supporting backyard infrastructure. Its organization resembles a practical field manual where independent chapters can be consulted individually rather than requiring continuous reading from beginning to end. For readers interested in understanding how multiple homestead systems relate to one another, the guide provides a structured overview that documents the components typically involved in developing a small self-managed property. If you would like to examine the instructional resource discussed throughout this overview, the product link is available in the video description below.